Hello everyone, this is Farid Primani and today we are going to start Think Tank series. So we used to do Ignite the Spark, which was more like motivational perceptions, aspirations, but we're trying to now narrow it down, learning from our experience. The Guinness World Record that we attempted got us coaching largest number of people, entrepreneurs, professionals so far. So learning from that, we are trying to narrow down so that we can try to take people to finishing line. And obviously, it's a social impact project. Struggle would be now to bring in those kind of think tanks, as we are renaming the show to Think Tanks by Farid Pramani. So we'll be bringing those think tanks which are now required for anyone to start a business and to take the budding business from the startup level to the finishing line. And for that, you might need different stuff like how to brand, how to price, how to market research the idea, how to digital test the idea, how to do the ad test, how to design the website. Designing the website is so easy in 2021, but it's more about UI and UX. These might be some technical jargons, but actually this is what any successful company, like if you see Facebook, Zappos and all those things, they have actually redesigned their websites 2021 times. We ourselves in our business have actually done 9-10 times revisions. We do a lot of SEO heat maps. So we'll bring in subject matter experts, whether you are a physical business who is trying to take that into a digital commerce mode, piggybacking on what's growing on these days. Today we'll talk about the first and foremost thing is how to develop a business idea. And today's inspiration and work is being taken from Harvard Business Review, Yale case studies, and USA Today. So I'll give the credit to them, but we'll try to bring into 3 pointers in a nutshell: 1, 2, 3. So the first one is find your passion, which we have always spoken about, because passion is something that would give you energy. People tend to attract to you if they feel there is an energy in you whenever you're speaking, where you're conveying your idea. And especially in the initial days, you don't have that level of revenue flowing through. All the entrepreneurs in the initial days are entangled up into difficulties they are facing through. So if you are passionate about what you're doing, you can surpass that difficult phase in life. And then once the initial friction is gone, like it's the same as you keep on pushing the car on the hilltop, keep on pushing the car, it keeps trickling back. You keep on pushing the car, it keeps drowning back. But then there is a point which is achieved after a while, and it takes a lot of perspiration, hard work. But once you are there, then it starts drowning in the other direction. So this is the same which happens in business world. Hence, in order to move to the upside, let's say this is the mountain, you're moving upside. This is your passion test. So if you're not passionate about what you do, you might keep on coming back. But once you reach this thing, mountain turns to this side. And then there is a gravity which tends to help you. You have to keep the same in mind. So that was point number 1. Figure out your passion and then create a sustainable advantage. There are a lot of names, a lot of artists which were very good in art, but they were not able to create commercial advantage out of it. Your passion should give you sustainable income, and the world should need it. In a way, if you're an educationist, technologist, developer, anything you are, figure out who would be your target market, where would be your target market, how big is the target market. And quick tips on how to do that is, think about some keywords. Let's say you want to start a bakery business. Let's say you want to start making cakes, making cookies. Let's say you want to start selling the leather jackets, making soccer balls, anything. You want to sell the face mask. A lot of people did that in COVID times, right? Whether it's the right time to do that or not, first of all, you should be passionate about, right? We are not talking about those people who run with the trend, who are followers. We are talking about creating an innovative edge product, because product is developed with 2 things: innovation and then value for money. So innovation, if is entangled with passion, this is where you can win. We are not talking about copying someone and selling what they're doing on eBay, Amazon. If you are into that race, just quit the video. I don't think it's the right channel for you. So we are talking about true entrepreneurs, okay, not the copycats. Second, pre-test yourself. There is something called Google Trends. Let's say I'm just taking an idea of face mask. Put face mask, and you might see that last year mask spike off, trickle it down, You want to see selling the cars, put cars for sale. Put the car that you want to sell. Let's say you want to get into BMW, selling BMW business, exotic cars or anything. Put that keyword in google.com/trends or trends.google.com. It's a basic site for anyone. You don't need to be pro at technology. Just see the trend, how many people are searching the keywords, and you can actually pre-test what's going on. So that's on pre-testing your ideas. Okay, keep on typing the keyword, it's free, and there is a regional spread. So let's say sitting in US, you want to target people in Malaysia. Sitting in India, Pakistan, you want to target people in Germany. You can be anyone. I'm trying to give those example where I have my audience in North America and Central Asia, Asian places, but you can be anywhere and anywhere. Okay, e-commerce gives you that edge, and if you're in physical business, this helps you, but then you need to do an extensive search on your geographic location, wherever you are, based on your zip codes and all those things. Okay, second is pre-test the idea. So now, how do we pre-test? It's very important, especially for those who feel that, okay, I know where my heart is, I can now create a commercial advantage out of it, but I don't know if this would work or not. So I want to test out, rather than getting into partnerships, making bid documents, or even before registering the company. Pre-test. So the first question in pre-test is, how much startup money would you require to pre-test? Is it $100, $500, $1,000? You might need to burn some money on your idea, creating basic ads. Could be a Facebook ad, could be an AdWord. These days it's very quick. You might not even need to hire any digital marketer, right? So initially, entrepreneurs are wearing different hats. They are digital marketers, they are packaging experts. You can outsource to save your cost, but going out and hiring a digital agency from day one is a no-no. Okay, you don't want to burn out cost. You're right now pre-testing the idea, whether it works, and then pre-testing it through small ads, through different target audience. Let's say your product is, let's say if you're selling face masks, so you're trying to sell it to who? Hospitals. So maybe procurement managers could be your target audience in hospitals. Okay, then you might target senior center. So people who are owners, small business owners of senior centers, hospices, they would be your target audience. Okay, now how would you find it? You can find it through LinkedIn, right? You can use filters, you can search on quick videos on how to find exclusive people. So in the title, maybe you might type owners. In the LinkedIn, you might type in hospices or senior center, or get into a category, or Google with something called NICES code, NAICS. Everything has a different NICES code. So in these days, you can also buy data from places like Lead Ferret, Exact Data. They might sell you somewhat expensive, but LinkedIn is the cheapest place to get into on day one, until you have started making some money. So pre-test, see how much the product cost you, whether it's a service, a physical product, or you're buying it from somewhere and selling it to on online or Facebook shops or anything. And we always spoke about how people have made money in the past. Maybe you knew someone that is not technology savvy and that has got the product warehouse, and you just go to them, 60-year-old, 70-year-old person, not friendly with technology. Just go there, give them a proposal, do partnership, or just keep a wholesale deal with them, start buying, and then you create your own brand in a white label way that maybe the person who you're buying from doesn't even know where is it going. But I've seen so many people, so many coachings have done in the past that actually the e-commerce person starts selling it 5 times and then they acquire that wholesale business. This has also happened. So but you have to do the pre-test. Okay, third thing is making numbers meet. Making numbers meet, and numbers making sense is how big of the market you have, okay, and who is presently present in the market. So let's say you say, okay, we're talking about face mask, and let's say you're talking about Dallas, you're talking about Atlanta, Houston. You say, okay, I'll be serving it here, I'll be selling it here, and there are about 3,000 hospitals. Okay, out of 3,000 hospitals, let's target and aim 1%. Okay, so 30 hospitals. 30 hospitals means if each hospital has about 100 staff member, You're talking about 30 into 100, 3000 into one mask a day is into 30 days. So you're talking about 90,000 to 900,000 masks, right? Now you go to site or your vendor or your Alibaba or your AliExpress and you try to see, and then you go to Amazon, eBay, and then you try to see maybe you might not need to import from China. You can buy it from someone in US selling it so cheap, and then just directly hitting the door through LinkedIn, in mails, any of the channels, and then trying to meet the sales demand. So your import cost is saved. You save the time lag rather than waiting and buying in advance. Never buy the inventory first. Never buy the inventory first. Pre-test it. That's okay if you don't get 30, 40, 50% margin. Work on 10% margin because your cost of operation is also less, right? You are your own boss. You are the designer. And we can talk about extensions later. I'll start keeping and bringing on subject matter experts, and I'll also bring in more business coaches because this think tank built on a social impact scale is just for the purpose that we will try to give you different people, different subject matter expert into everything and anything which is required to take you to finishing line, and then we'll see how we can serve the masses going through